Thank you for Patreon now for donating to the Patreon. Hey guys, Vanity, we're back at it again with another Pokemon Brilliant Diamond video. So guys, do it up like, comment, subscribe, let's start, shall we? This time, or last time we made it to Eternia City and we just did a bunch of side ramblings and running around catching more Pokemon that I'm not going to use for some reason. And this time we're going to take on the gym. If this gym is anything like the last one, it's going to be incredibly short, which is very disappointing because the thing I have planned for the next episode kind of is more like something that happens right after the gym. So it's either I beat the gym super quickly, or because I don't want the video to go over 30 minutes, and I know it will if I do them both at the same time, or I just stall as long as I can, so why not? Actually, I forgot to read the thing again. Okay, Gardenia. What was the name of that girl? It was Cheryl, right? The girl we met before? Eternia City Pokemon Gym Leader, Gardenia, Master of Vivid Plant Pokemon. I don't know why I saw that as Master of Wisteria last episode when I walked over that from, Vanguard. Hey there, how's it going, Champ to be? Actually, that's what I said to some boy who zip pie earlier. The gym leader, Gardenia, is a user of grass type. Cool, so our starter in Saravia will kick their ass. It should be obvious, but grass type Pokemon really hate fire. Oh, wait a second, I should tell you about the gym itself first. You can't challenge the gym leader until you find and outbeat all the gym trainers. Okay, I think that's because they knew, people were gonna be smartasses about Rourke and just skip the trainers, so they were like, now you gotta fight all the trainers guaranteed, who've hidden themselves. It's a bit challenging, but just think of it as a good training for it. Okay, cool. I like how we just stretched for a second. Gardenia, Barry's the only certified trainer. Again, I say, will we ever see Cheryl again, or was she just a random character that existed for no apparent reason? At my gym, and no one gets to battle with me, the gym leader, me, until they've beaten all of the other trainers. I'll be waiting for you in the back. Good luck, Challenger. Cool. Well, I have an Infernape, or a Monferno that will soon turn into an Infernape, and I will burn everything to Shinderines. So, yeah, you kind of have to go through the efforts of finding these characters. Here's my thing. The way this game was structured back in the original, it was kind of obvious to tell where they were because they weren't really that hard to find. Here with the Chibi, it's actually set up really good. One, I really do like that summary. I think that may have been in the original anyways. But the trees are so much bigger than you now that you actually cannot see their heads popping up. Like, if you didn't pay attention before, you would not have seen this I can't get in there. You would not have seen this girl right here, see? Like, I had to walk right there to find her. So, that's like one of the benefits with the game being redone in Chibi is because, everything looks so much more real around you, and it became an actual puzzle instead of just a tedious walkthrough that you can kind of find everything. Like, if you played the previous game, because I don't think they changed spots, then you know where to find them in what order, but that's the other thing too. I believe they have to be found in a certain order, so the game will automatically make you, find one first and then only unlock the rest after you find them. So, for example, I know where one of them was. In fact, I walked past one of their hiding spots, but I'm pretty sure they don't spawn down until you beat this trainer and another trainer. So, that's kind of annoying that you can't just walk wherever and find them. I remember I was stuck doing this gym puzzle for 20 minutes when I first did it because I was stupid and I thought, I couldn't find the last one for the life of me because her head was actually hidden. Turns out I'd walked right past her and I just didn't realize it because she was in the small groove. I don't know where she's supposed to be, but the character I walked past, she was right here in the original, and I didn't see her, and or maybe she was the other one near that same spot. But point is, I walked right past her, I didn't see her, and and I sat there for 20 minutes trying to figure out where the fuck she was, and then eventually I figured out where she was because I finally went into that path. Yeah, there she is. So I finally went into that path, and when I did, I beat her. It was easy, and then afterwards, I fought the gym leader. She did not stand a chance against my Monferno, and she did not stand a chance against Saravia. So yeah, actually, remember the first time I played this version of the game, I just slipped through Saravia because Monferno already got really high leveled. So I might do that again, because see, I'm level 22, these guys are level 14. I know the gym leader is going to be higher level, but I don't think the gym leader goes into the 20s, so am I just going to sweep through the entire game at this point? Or maybe not the entire game, but at least these characters. I'm also getting a warning on my computer that I'm running out of space, so now I'm constantly monitoring my computer being am I going to run out of space for the gym leader? That's something I'm gonna have to do now. For once, I'm not gonna save on screen. Typically I save on screen because I like you guys to know that, okay, cool, he's not gonna restart it and do it differently in a smarter, not dumb way. No, yeah, I do that because it's nice, but this time I'm gonna have to constantly watch out that, is it okay for me to save now because the video actually went through successfully, or do I have to restart the video and kill my throat again? You know what? that's something I gotta talk about. I know a lot of YouTubers that do Let's Plays because they use capture cards, right? I know a lot of them, I think one of the main things that I've heard about capture card users is that you can't afford to save, because if the capture card glitches, that means the save file glitched, which also means that like you lost part of your recording, and that means you can't redo it if you saved it. My thing is, and I'm not saying that's not something you should worry about. Yeah, no, that's a smart thing. Like, obviously, if I had a capture card, I would do the same thing. Yeah, there she is, the girl that I missed before. And this time was even harder. Like, I barely saw her shoe there. So, the thing about this, with the capture card is, the difference between my setup and a capture card was you can't afford to save, which means, like, say, for example, your save went, or, like, the data was successful. I don't know how capture cards work, but, like, your recording was successful, and you, I don't know, you accidentally knocked your device that had the capture card off the table, and it fell on the ground, and it, like, cut it off. Like, the device still works, and the game still works, but the device turned off, meaning you lost all your save data, which means you have to redo it. So, you know, that's one thing, and obviously that's not the capture card's fault, obviously. But in my case, I can kind of afford to save whenever I want to, because, you know, my camera won't, like, even if my camera glitches, I can still save the file. Like, that's something funny. Even if my camera glitches, the file always stays on my computer, which means, even if the ending of it got cut off, or I got cut off while talking, I can just quickly save it and then put it in. Like, that happened a lot of times during my Sword and Shield Let's Play, and a lot of times during other Let's Plays. Thankfully, it didn't happen much during LBX, but yeah, like, that's an annoying factor. Like, I just have to constantly check by, but I definitely don't have it as bad as everyone else does that has capture cards, because if they mess up once, their entire video could go out the window. For me, it's just like, how much minutes did I spend talking to myself that the camera wasn't picking up because it glitched? Because sometimes, as you guys have noticed, I'll catch it right away. Like, you can tell by the quality of, like, you can tell by, like, what happened based off of what you see now, what you saw a few seconds ago when the camera glitched, or you can tell by, like, how I talk, because sometimes I will talk vastly different if it's been glitched for a while, or sometimes I'll talk a little bit more quieter, or sometimes I'll be, like, a little bit more energetic when I catch it immediately, because, like, that's me saying, oh my god, yes, I didn't just, like, waste some time of importantness on it, and I managed to catch it before, like, you miss something of great importance. Like, that's sometimes annoying. Like, now I'm paranoid that's gonna cut out during the gym battle, because the gym battle is something I really want to show off. Like, okay, Malferno's poisoned. I know I don't want to go to options. Is there? I do have an antidote, thankfully. Okay, Wukong. Go ahead, get your heal up. Let's go. Talk to Gardena. You kept me waiting. I'm Eternia's gym leader, Gardena, the grass-type master. When I first saw you, I was convinced you'd find your way to me. My hunch was right on the money. You have a winning aura about you. So anyway, this will be fun. Let's have our battle. Yes, it will. So anyways, yep, we're taking on Gardena, the sassy lady herself. I wonder how old she is. That's just a random question that went into my mind. How old are all these characters? I love that stance, though, about her. So, anyways, where was my point going with this? I completely forgot. Alright, yeah, like, I really hope my camera doesn't glitch here. I guess that's, like, the other benefit, too, like, because I can save at the end of each episode now. Like, I think if you notice for a lot of other YouTubers, they either save at the start of the recording because they know that their other recording that they recorded right before that is good, or they'll, or they won't save on screen because they don't want to, like, take that chance, you know, unless they know part of that video is really good, or unless they forgot. Or at least that's what I hear from a lot of YouTubers that I know use capture cards. They'll tend to ramble on about it, like, a little bit, and I feel like rambling is not the right word, because rambling implies I'm insulting them, but no, it feels like, you know, they made it very clear that there's a chance, like, a video can get fucked up. For me, and I did it in my Sword and Shield Let's Play, I think that's why I made a big deal of it. It's not the end yet. Go, Roselia. Hey, Badoo, this is what you transform into eventually. I really wish it was Pokemon Xenoverse where it had swords for hands, because I really love fencers, and that was, like, the perfect fencing Pokemon. But anyways, yeah, so I think Sword and Shield Let's Play made it more prominent in that, like, I don't use a capture card. One, because I can't afford one, but I probably wouldn't use one anyways, just because of, like, that chance that my thing could glitch and I wouldn't even be able to know how it works anyways. So, like, that's the other thing, too. Are you saying something? You think you have me cornered? I mean, yes, I am saying something. I don't think I have you cornered, but, like, you have 1 Pokemon left to 6. Morally, it would technically be 1 to 3 if I chose to put myself on fair level with you, but let's be fair. Monferno kind of just swept your whole team. But yeah, so I guess, like, I can kind of afford to save. Again, I'm probably not going to save till the end of this episode because I don't want to take that chance is the thing. And then, like, figured out that, oh my god, I spent all that time for nothing. Great. Amazing! You're amazing! 2,900 Pokédollars. Cool. I might have said it before, but you're really tough. Wasn't it hard for you to raise your Pokemon to be so good? I guess that's a measure of how much you love your Pokemon. In recognition of that, I probably grant you this. And there's our second gym badge. I like how that one looks so old, even though we've only had it for a week. That one looks brand new, though. Forest badge from Gardenia. When the voice badge, the hidden move code may not be available. It does not only have 2 gym badges, the Pokemon will obey you up to level 30. I've also got something else for you. Here you go. Stickers from Gardenia, so now we can use with the grass type Pokemon. Cool. I mean, I have Budew, but I'm also sure that's the grass type I want to run with for this game. I have to look up each Pokemon for each type to see if there's something I want. So grass type moves, one of our favorites. Pokemon cause more damage this way. So, actually, let's bring me to another point. There is another Pokemon I want for this team. My thing is, I feel like it's a cheap shot to use it, and I'm not exactly sure when I can catch it. If it's anything like the original versions of this game, then I believe I can catch it in the mountains, actually. But I know it's a rare find. But this is one of the times where I'd probably be okay doing that because, you know, it's a Pokemon I really want. Like, it is my favorite type of Pokemon. For those of you who don't know my favorite type of Pokemon, it's Dragon type. This statement alone tells you what it is. If you just paid attention to the last few sentences and you know what I'm referring to, then you know what Pokemon I'm talking about. Especially because in the last episode, I talked about it. You know what, here, I'll even give you more of a hint. I won't give you a direct hint, but I'll give you even more of a hint. Every time I talk about this character, I bring up this Pokemon. Now, while that doesn't necessarily give you a lot of detail, it kind of does, because there's only one character in this Let's Play so far that I have brought up a very specific Pokemon with every time. So if you know if you've watched every part of this Let's Play, then you know who it is, you know what Pokemon it is, and you know what I'm trying to catch, and you probably know why. I mean, it's mainly just because it's my favorite, but like having that as like a last resort Pokemon is very helpful against that person because the Pokemon is very strong. In fact, you know what? I'll go ahead and give one more descriptive factor. And I know I said it in my X and Y Let's Play, but I was very subtle about it. It was one of my favorite Mega Evolutions. So, one of my favorite Mega Evolutions is a Dragon type. I bring it up with a very specific character in this game, and I've said it at least in the last episode. At this point, I think it's physically impossible for you not to get it right, because I'm 95% sure that I've only mentioned one Pokemon so far that happens to have a Mega that happens to fit all those typings. I think there's only one Dragon type with a Mega Evolution actually that exists in this game. So, you know, if you know that one Dragon type that has a Mega Evolution that exists in this game, then you know what the fuck I'm talking about. But, you know what, that reminds me of something. And something I kind of wish they did in X and Y. Obviously, out of pure bias, if you remember the story from last episode with Pokemon Black and White, then you know what I'm about to say. And that is the fact I wish they... Oh, right, yeah, I forgot. So, small note, my camera glitched. This half of the video is being recorded a week later because my camera glitched mid-video because apparently I was running out of space. Don't worry, that shouldn't happen again, but for your guys' information, I'm trying to remember where I was last time, so I know the conversation I was going on, so let me quickly find out how far I've gotten. Okay, so I finished this double battle down here. I don't think I lost anyone. And then I came up here. I think it was this guy I just fought, or it was that girl. Honestly, I don't remember now. But like, either way, I fought someone, and now, yeah, so, yeah, I guess I fought someone, and then I just kind of went along my way. So, anyways, and no one evolved while I was doing that either, okay. Back to fight. There has to be a Pokeball down here somewhere. Computer, nope. This one. Damn, really? You'd think there'd be a Pokeball. Okay, anyways, I guess back to the conversation I was having, which was, like, what I wish they did in X and Y, and that was, I wish they gave Haxorus a Mega Evolution. I feel like Haxorus having a Mega Evolution would have been a really cool thing to me, and we all know why. Like, you all remember the story from my last episode, or maybe not the last episode, but the episodes before, where like, or if you just know me at all, that Haxorus won me my first ever Pokemon or like my first ever, not championship, because I never competed with Pokemon competitive, but like the Pokemon League. That's the first time I ever completed one, and it was all due to Haxorus just one-shotting everyone. Granted, I leveled him up a little bit too far to level 99, which, in my defense, I didn't know how high level they would be after grinding against them a few times, because I only ever battled against 3 of them at most. So, you know, I never really knew how strong they would be, so I kind of had to bet it on the Haxorus level 99 thing, or I didn't realize he was getting to level 99. I kind of just kept going after a short while. I meant to stop at 80, but yeah, he eventually got too high leveled, so that was the whole thing. And then considerably, like, everyone else was lower leveled, so if Haxorus did ever go down, I was kind of in the sensual word of I'm fucked, but didn't really matter. Haxorus basically one-shot everyone, but yeah, I wish Haxorus had a Mega, because, like, that would be cool. Like, Garchomp looks so cool with a Mega, or at least in my opinion, like, back with X and Y, how they animated it in the anime and in the game, I think it looks really cool. Now that I look at journeys with Mega Garchomp, I think Mega Garchomp looks weird as fuck. Garchomp did use Mega Evolution. Yeah, Garchomp has a Mega in X and Y, right? Unless I'm just remembering it wrong. Either way, like, point is, I don't know why. I just don't like its thing in Pokemon Journeys, but I like how it looks in the game, is the thing. And I really feel like Haxorus should have gotten one too, because Haxorus is such a good Pokemon in my opinion. Especially because when Pokemon Journeys came out with that match, like, Iris versus Cynthia, I knew going into that who was gonna win. That's why I didn't bother watching it. I mean, I wasn't gonna watch it anyway, so it's Pokemon Journeys. Not talking shit about Pokemon Journeys, I just don't watch the Pokemon anime anymore, which I said in a previous conversation, but I feel like, and I did watch that match, by the way. I didn't watch the whole episode because it wasn't worth it to me, but like, I did watch the match. And I feel like, if Iris had a Mega Garchomp, that match would have been, I mean, not Garchomp, Mega Haxorus, that would have been so much cooler. Because, you know, I want to say they saw each other as rivals, but like, that's how I kind of saw it. With like 2 dragon types opposing each other, very strong dragon types, I might add. Like, Garchomp is so iconic to anyone that has ever played Pokemon, I feel like. Or if you know who Cynthia is, you know what the fuck a Garchomp is. So, yeah, I'll continue this conversation in mid-battle, but let's talk to this guy who's been kidnapped, apparently. What is this Team Galactic? Why did they take our Pokemon? What are they trying to accomplish? I see a Clefairy and a Banner. There's only so many things that can go down here. Did you want something? How silly of me to even ask. You want to free your Pokemon. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Okay, anyways, as I was saying, apparently she's a command. I'm gonna guess her name's Jupiter. Am I right? Fuck, yeah, I was right, let's go. Anyways, what I was going off with, is like, yeah, I feel like that match would have been so much cooler, especially with, like, the way it ended. You see, I had someone describe it to me before I actually watched the match. All I'm gonna say is this. The way they depicted it made that match seem a lot more cooler in my head than what it was. Because then when I watched the match, I saw, like, an interesting flaw in strategy that I feel like maybe it's because I haven't watched the Pokemon anime in a while, and maybe that's what they always do, but I feel like there's a scenario where Iris could have, maybe not won, but like, at least take out the Garchomp with her Haxorus, and that is, instead of going Dragon Pulse on the Draco Meter, which was a smart move, why not just go Dragon Pulse on the Garchomp that is currently standing directly across from you? I feel like that was an option. Or, you know, just run head first with the Dragon Claw, or like, I forgot what move it had, but it had a physical move, so I don't know why she didn't just, I meant to use Flame Wheel. So I'm questioning, like, why didn't she just use that, get close to the Garchomp, and then the only way for the Garchomp to take it out is to take itself out with the Draco Meteor, and then that, in my opinion, would have been a cool match. Like, even if they knocked out, even if they did like that Ash versus Alam thing where one of them falls right before the other, I would have been fine with that, because that would honestly be like a cooler ending to me, instead of just like, obviously, Garchomp could have been hit, even if he dodged it, at least they would have tried hitting him instead of only trying to survive. Like, I don't know, that's my opinion on the match, but like, I feel like that would have been so much cooler though, and a lot more like climactic if she had a Mega Evolution. Because think about it, when Cynthia brings out her Mega Evolution, Iris brings out her Mega Evolution, because Haxorus was already going toe-to-toe with Mega Garchomp. So if she had a Mega, it would have been toe-to-toe-to-toe. And honestly, I think Haxorus would have probably come on top if that was the case. I mean, probably Cynthia would still win just via plot armor. I'm not saying Cynthia's not good enough to win outside of plot armor, but we all saw that match. Like, Haxorus definitely was going a little bit toe-to-toe with it, and I can imagine that she would have one of two things would have happened. Either they would have raised Cynthia's power level just to kick her ass, which would be the disappointing part, but a fair part, or do you mean where it's like they would lower Haxorus' capabilities, because I don't think Haxorus could probably go toe-to-toe exactly the way it was doing with Garchomp. Who knows, maybe I'm wrong. I do have high faith in a Haxorus, but whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like that would have been a lot cooler of a thing. Plus, they could have used that as an excuse to, like... Actually, speaking of which, yeah. Oh yeah, I was about to say, what is the Pokemon Journeys game? Then I remembered, right, it's Sword and Shield. Like, that's what they could have done in Sword and Shield. Give us a new Mega, even if, like, we're not going to use Megas. Because I really wanted to see a new Haxorus, but we didn't. If they give us a Mega Haxorus, though, in Violet and Scarlet, which I know they're not going to, but if for some reason they do, I'm totally fucking buying that game just to get that game, just to get the thing. But also, we're getting Ancient Power on you. I know your evolution's a ground type, so getting rid of Mud Slap isn't really a good idea because it gets rid of Stab, but I think Ancient Power is just better because we can do stat raises. We beat Jupiter. Losing to some child, being killed is costing me too much! 1800. How long has this entire video been going on? Because like I said, I'm recording this a week later, so I don't know for sure now. I mean, and this clip we're at 7 minutes. Well, aren't you tough? It's okay though. Our official Pokemon statue's investigation is finished, and Mars has collected energy from the Valley Windworks. We're pretty much finished here. I'll let you in on one little secret. Our boss is researching the myths of ancient Pokemon. With the power of mythical Pokemon, he will become the ruler of Sinnoh. I suggest you keep out of Team Galactic's affairs from now on. This is your last warning. Sure. I got my Clefairy back, and it's all thanks to you. That Team Galactic, they said, Clefairy, come from space, hand it over. Their logic baffles me still. It's like they're from space. I mean, well, like 2 of them are called Mars and Jupiter respectively, so fair. Anyway, they're gone now. Thank you very much. I can't thank you enough right now, but cruise by my cycle shop, okay? Oh yeah, I forgot, that's the cycle guy. You know what? We have a little bit of time before I'll end this episode when we go to the next area, so yeah, let's go ahead and get the cycle. Honestly, I like how this is the Let's Play I'm having, like, well, no, because now that I'm on the Switch with, like, Sword and Shield especially, too, my Let's Plays have slowly lasted a bit longer in episode lengths, because I noticed that with, like, LBX2, where the videos were slightly longer than my normal 3DS playthroughs, or, like, my normal playthrough videos, so I'm starting to question, like, does that have anything to do with me having a Switch? Okay, so anyways, I guess, oh yeah, Monferno's fainted. Oh, I like how it does the black thing to, like, show you it's dead. So yeah, we'll quickly heal, then we'll talk to the boy about possibly getting a bike, and then we'll go catch more Pokemon in the next episode. Here's my thing, though. There's a very specific Pokemon I want to find. I don't know how early I can get it, but if I'm right, then I can get it next episode. And I will spend all of next episode trying to get it if that's possible. Because it's a really cool team member I want to add on. And I was kind of talking about it earlier. I talked about it in a very specific way though, so you might find it. This is not the area I was supposed to be at. Please don't bring me down there. I do not want to go underground. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have to do that as an episode at some point, going underground. You know, we'll do that later. We'll, one day I'll set aside another, like, freebie episode and I'll actually just, like, go underground and, you know, the next time I do a random episode that has no story presentation whatsoever and doesn't involve traveling, I'll just, outside of a few inches forward, I'll just do that. I'll go underground. Thanks for rescuing me. I can't thank you enough. Say, let me give you a bike to show my gratitude. Please come with me for a moment. Oh yeah, and using these bikes, you know, I'll let the game explain in case they do explain it. I'd like you to choose a color of your bike for me. Which one will it be? You know what? Yellow fits the channel color. Let's go red. I mean yellow. Actually, red kind of makes sense for my friend, but whatever. Do you want a yellow bike? No. Let's quickly... No, not blue. I don't want blue. No. Let's pick red. See what it looks like. Yeah, no, yellow looked best. Yellow looks so best. Yellow. Yes, yellow. Marvelous, you've chosen shocking yellow. One glance at it feels like you're getting exact from a Pikachu. It's perfect for you. Oh, were the other colors gonna say something about Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander respectively? It's the latest model, so I'll read the operating manual. Press the B button to shift gears, it says. In 3rd gear, the bike cannot reach full speed, but it'll be easier to handle. In 4th gear, it can ride at full speed and climb up slopes. Yeah, so you know that thing that we saw with the Machamp? Yeah, I guess we're also about to be able to go back there, too. Your bike can take you through all sorts of towns, roads, and routes. Now get out there and ride. Thank you, good sir. And unfortunately with that, we have ran out of time for this episode, but don't worry, because in the next one, we will make some headway to the next town, but also, if I'm right, which I'm going to look it up right after this, I'm going to try to figure out if I can catch that Pokemon I'm thinking of, because if I can, that's what we're going to spend the whole next episode doing. So, I'll see you all then. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord, follow the Twitch, and don't forget to check, give me a second. This is the name raider, isn't it? Nope, I was wrong. Okay, yeah, never mind. Don't forget to check us out.